Hello and welcome to Maple Money Magic. Today we will be talking about how to break free from the investments that you have with your bank. Now, when I was younger, I always heard about investing and how important it was to invest, but the only place I knew that you could invest was your bank. So, as soon as I started making any type of extra money, I went to my bank to open an investment account. Now, at the bank, I actually set up a meeting with a financial planner or advisor of some sort that the bank provides for free, and I discussed my options with them. They advised me that it would be best for me to start investing in a mutual fund. Now, what I know now is that a mutual fund is probably one of the worst investments for you to start investing in Canada when you're in your early 20s. The management fees are so high on these accounts, and the growth is nothing compared to what you see with an ETF that would just follow the stock market. But again, I was young and didn't know much about investing, so I went ahead with it and decided that I would put $50 a month into this mutual fund and contribute that way. Now, I did that for a couple of years, but I noticed that the money in that account was not growing very much at all, and I didn't have any freedom with that account. Like, I couldn't take the money out whenever I wanted. In order to get the money out, I had to call or go to the bank. Like, it was very complicated and difficult to get my money out or increase or decrease the amount that I was putting in that account. So, I decided that I would want to start to try to invest myself. Now, most banks have some sort of investment platform, so I went back to the bank and I explained that I wanted to start investing in stocks. So they set me up with their own brokerage account, which again, looking back, was not the best decision with how much those accounts cost to trade versus a discount brokerage. It was a pretty bad decision to choose to go with my bank's investment platform. But again, I'm young and that's scary and I don't know anything really about investing. So I went ahead and I opened my brokerage account with my bank's investment platform. And within those accounts, I was being charged a lot every time I made a trade. So it was not the best platform, I think, for somebody who wanted to start trading. Now, the platform was very easy to use, so it's better than nothing, but again, there's way better platforms out there. Now, it took me a while, but eventually I finally opened my first discount brokerage account with Questrade. With Questrade, and I think a couple other discount brokerages like Wealthsimple charge $0 for commission, so that was a huge difference compared to what I was paying with the bank's investment account. Now, here was the problem. All of my money was still with my bank's investment account, and it's pretty difficult actually to get your money out of these accounts. So, I kind of just want to share my story and how I did that. Hopefully, it will help somebody else out if they're ever going through the same situation. So, for the first one, the mutual fund, I did have to go to the bank or call the bank to get the money out. They try to get you to stay in sometimes, but just get your money out. Tell them you need it, you want to pull it out, and get that money out of the mutual fund. So I was able to do that and get my money out and put it right into my new account. Now, the tricky one was for the money that I had invested within my bank's investment account. I had an issue because all of my money within that account was wrapped up in investments. For example, I had a huge percentage in one of the ETFs that trades on the stock market. And I didn't want to have to sell any of these investments just to move it to a different platform, especially because something like that often takes like a month or a while to do. So I didn't want to sell any of my investments. Then I was doing some research and I came across this really good thing to know, which is that you can transfer money between brokerages by doing an in kind transfer. So I wouldn't have to sell any of my stocks. I could just move them over as they are. And then another huge bonus is that a lot of brokerages will actually cover the fee that it costs to do this. So it does cost a bit to do that, but the brokerage that you're moving to will usually cover that fee. And that's what happened to me when I moved over. So I was able to get a refund for the amount that I transferred over, and I didn't have to sell a single stock. So that was huge. Really good to know. Like, I really wish that they would teach that somewhere. Oh well, that's the point of this channel. I'm trying to spread awareness about these types of things so that you don't have to go through this. So just keep that in mind that if you do need to get out of a really bad brokerage that is charging you too much, you can easily do that with an exchange in kind to a different brokerage, and that amount that it costs to transfer the money would likely be covered from your new brokerage or by your new brokerage. So at the end of the day, everything transferred over smoothly and I was able to start investing in this new discount brokerage. So I was very happy with how everything turned out and I hope that this video can help somebody do the same. All right, see you next time and happy investing.